Guys, hi, my name is Angie. Welcome back to my channel. Child, I've been having a hard time this morning. Last night, somebody gave me the absolute flux. If this is your first time here, my name is Angie. I call myself the love of everybody's life. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and turn your post notifications on. That way you'll get notified when I make a new video. My page is for adults, meaning 18 years or older. If you're not 18 years or older, please exit the video. I've been out of whack, like out of whack for the last few days. I'm not gonna tell y'all. They sent me this motherfucking microphone. I'm not gonna tell y'all. They sent me the microphone, child. After I went through all that with the company, they sent me the microphone. But guess what? I had went on I had went on and bought me a microphone. I ordered another microphone on the 12th. So they went on and sent me two microphones. I'm so upset. They went on and sent me the microphones after I ordered another set of microphones. So I got this one. Remember I told you I was going back and forth with the company since December, and they kept saying they was gonna send it. It was on back shipping or whatever. So I went on and they went on and issued me a refund. They went on and issued me a refund or whatever. So on the 12th, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and order me another microphone. So I ordered me another microphone from another company. Baby, I'll go downstairs, and it's probably due to I don't ever go downstairs to the Amazon lockbox room and get my packages. I'll go down there. The microphones are down there. Child, I tell you. So yeah, the microphones was down there. Somebody gave me the flux last night, like the flux. I'm gonna charge them up. We probably use these later in the week once I figure out how to use them. Um, I get this one. So yeah, after I went back and forth with the company and they issued me a damn refund for the microphone, I go downstairs in the Amazon room and baby, the microphone is sitting right there. Hey, Scotty, my white chocolate here. I'm so sorry to hear rain on me. What the fuck that's supposed to mean? What's her name? Ashanti. That's what's saying rain on me. Ciao. I got some good stuff for y'all. Let me pour this coffee up. I know I'm starting late, but I had a lot of work to do. I had to finish writing some stuff down. So I got some coffee this morning. I got a different uh brand of coffee, but we gonna see, y'all. And then we gonna use the whipped cream that they gave us at the pantry. We got this. So, child, why I looked at the Bible that I bought. I looked at the Bible that I bought. Let me show y'all something. Who can read them little bitty words? Who? Who can read those? I can't see those little bitty words. So I'm gonna have to go back and get me a large print, large font, or whatever you call it, Bible. So today we're gonna talk about what y'all saying. I do love when you call. So today we're gonna talk about a situation. Salute. It's cold. Have you had your coffee this morning? Have you had your coffee this morning looking ass? Beat it. How about you get evicted? Have you had your eviction this morning? Get out my page. Yeah, I'ma have my coffee every morning. While you over here worry about what I had and worry about what I didn't have. Okay, you was waiting on me because I know this was a scheduled live. Bitch, beat it. Anyway, we on the road to 3K. On the road to 3K. If you haven't got my purchase my Amazon, um, my notebook off of Amazon, I will the link, put the link in my description. I have maybe like 5 or 6 designs. So if you don't like this design, I have four other designs. I want to get into the narc actually, and yeah, I'm still talking about it because the more a motherfucker reach out to me, I'm gonna I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna talk about it because other people might be going through what I'm going through, but they don't necessarily know the reason why it's happening. They always want to taunt you, if you will. So the narc reached out to me during the parenting app, and if you don't want me to talk about it, leave me alone. Just leave it well enough alone. So every time any event occurs that throws me for a loop, that I have to ponder about over and over again, if I have to overthink the scenario, overthink what's happening, and I feel a certain type of way, I'm gonna talk about it because other people might be going through a co-parenting situation with the narc, and they might be thrown for a loop as well. Anyway, the narc reached out to me through the parenting app. Let me get my other phone actually so I could read the message verbatim. Yeah, because I want to get this. I want to get this right, child. I want to get this message right. Okay. Damn, it got his name on here. Let me try. This is what it says verbatim. My daughter been saying about him. So try to send him a voice message. This is what it says. That's exactly what he wrote. My daughter been saying about him. So try to send him a voice message. I don't know if he was trying to articulate that his daughter been asking about Samaje and was trying to send him a voice message, or if his daughter was asking about Samaje, because Samaje sent a voice message or vice versa. That's what he sent through the parenting app. It took me a little while to decipher what he was trying to really like say, because a lot of narcissists, they're very um they don't really know how to express their words. They don't know how to write or type. That's why sometimes when you're dealing with a narcissist, you can text them paragraph after paragraph after paragraph after paragraph, and they will respond to you with little to no words. Sometimes you will be pouring your heart out in a text message, and the narcissist will send you a text message like, okay, or are you okay, or what's wrong with you. That means they can't read. They can't read, they can't write, they cannot internalize what you are trying to relay to them. They cannot interpret all those big ass words, all those paragraphs, and all those sentences. They, 9 times out of 10, they're very ignorant and they're just academically challenged. They cannot read and write. So it's not that they're just not not responding to you accordingly. It's just 9 times out of 10 the narcissist can't read and write. So you sending paragraphs and pouring your heart out in a text message, they can't read it to respond to it, you know, appropriately. Just like he sent me a text and I have to sit up there and decipher like what are you saying? And you see I'm showing it word from word. Like what the fuck are you saying, bro? Like what are you saying? My daughter been saying about him. So try to send him a voice message. So I came up with I determined that he said that his daughter been asking about Samaje and she's trying to send him a voice message. So I had to pause and ponder on what to say and what to respond to that. My response is that first of all, you can call your son on this app, through this app. You can FaceTime your son through the parenting app whenever you want to. If you want your daughter included on the phone call, so be it. That's his little sister, even though he don't know the little girl from a can of paint. At the end of the day, that is still his sister. I don't have a problem with his sister, being, incorporated on the phone call when you call Samaje through the parenting app. I want to stress that through the parenting app. That don't mean that I'm gonna unblock your number from calling me because you say you want your daughter to call me and leave a voice message. That doesn't mean that it's okay for you to give your 5-year old, the little girl's 5, Samaje can be 7. That don't mean it's okay for you to give your 5-year-old daughter my phone number. No, 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 because I don't know what you got going on with the mother and all that mess. Stop trying to hoover me back in. So, guys, when you have to co parent with the narcissist, and especially over the parenting app, you have to respond to their messages in a timely fashion, in a timely manner. And you have to watch what you say in that text message. When I responded that you can call your daughter, you can call your son with your daughter on the phone, I don't have a problem, but I made sure to stress only through the parenting app. Do not pass around my number to no third party because you're blocked, you know what I'm saying, from having my phone number. And I want to explain a little bit of the history with the daughter. Um, it took me and a narcissist a long time, 20 years to have Samaje. 20 years to have Samaje in a relationship in together, then bought a house together. settle down. Me moving in the neighborhood, I'm seeing all the little kids run up and down the block. I got what is it when you see other kids and you just start feeling like you want to have a child? I forgot what you call that. But I just saw all the kids over there and I was like, damn, I'm the only one over here that don't got no kids. Like I'm the only one over here don't have no kids. So I wanted a baby. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and have another baby. So I planned Samaj. Samaj. We planned Samaj. I got pregnant with Samaj. I had gave birth to Samaj. Immediately, I want to say this. Immediately after we planned Samaj, I got pregnant. Everybody was happy. I say about me being, I say 3 or 4 months pregnant. All of a sudden, the narcissist got the acting stink. The narcissist got the acting stinked in a mug, leaving out of town, stop talking to me, totally ignoring me, start neglecting me, would leave for like 2 weeks and come back and walk back in the house and didn't say a damn word. Like I'm looking like, what the fuck is going on? But by this time, I'm already like 3, 4 months pregnant. We went through the happy phase. We went through, is it a girl? Is it a boy? After that, the man just started leaving out of town. Poof, he gone. He'll walk right back in the house. Like I'm in the room now talking to y'all. He'll walk right back in the house, don't speak. I say this shit is getting weird. Like maybe, this pregnancy is, we haven't had a baby in 20 years. Mind you, Samaje is 20 years apart from my other son. So they're 20 years apart, 2 sons. So I say maybe this pregnancy is throwing him from for a motherfucking loop. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? So as the pregnancy got, farther around, he got meaner. He got meaner. He started ignoring me. Bam. The day I had Samaj, it was really over with. Like he really had showed his ass. He was really stopped coming home. He was really laying up with somebody. You know, uh, it was horrible. It was terrible. So, I guess he had somebody else pregnant. He either had to get her pregnant right after I had Samaje, or she had to get pregnant right after I had Samaje. So mind you, probably the whole time I was pregnant, he was, had started, dating somebody and moving fast. He had started dating somebody and had moving on fast. Yeah. So I remember Samaje being maybe 3 or 4 months, and we used to FaceTime him. And one day we FaceTime him. The girl was in the car, pregnant as hell, and she was like, "Let me see." I was like, I ain't say nothing. I was like, "What the fuck?" He had bought some girl clothes. Like he had bought a whole bunch of girl clothes and put them like we had like a closet. I mean, a room that we used to use for a closet that had all our shoes in, like me and him. But I had my own walk-in closet like this. He had bought girl clothes and girl coats. He didn't tell me he had the baby on the way. He just bought the little girl clothes. Me thinking back on it, I'm telling y'all. My son said he was going to somebody baby shower, and I was like, "What they having?" He was like, "A little girl." So I had one in the back room and gave him some outfits. I'm like, maybe your daddy thought I was having a little girl, and he bought these clothes. You know what I'm saying? So I had gave my son some of the clothes. Child, he had, unbeknownst to me, he had a whole motherfucking baby on the way. He had not sat me down and said, "Angie, I got a baby on the way." Period. Child, listen. One day he didn't tell me nothing about the little girl, nothing about the baby, nothing he had got the girl pregnant. One day I'm sitting in the room, he in the front room. Baby, the girl had dropped right hand to God. and it's not that serious, but I'm telling y'all, and I got just like I'm telling y'all got proof receipts. I can go back in my iCloud and show you the pictures of the little girl because this is what ended up happening, and I might go through them and just, but I don't want to show be disrespectful and show nobody else baby on the internet. But if need be, I got receipts. One day the girl had dropped the motherfucking baby off in the snow, told her friend to ride up to our house and dropped the baby off in the snow. It was a whole bunch of commotion outside. He go downstairs and bring a motherfucking car seat up with a baby. He leave the door downstairs door open. Listen, he go downstairs, get the baby, bring the baby up. The baby is soaking wet. It's a little girl. The baby soaking wet. He leave the downstairs door open. I walk in the front room like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? He like, man, this my daughter. Her crazy ass mama told her friend to ride up and ring the doorbell and leave the baby in the snow. Y'all know I got to be a patient person, and I'm finna break all this down. The baby is soaking wet. I still see him taking the baby onesie off. I go in the room and get one of Samaj onesies and bring it back to him. He like, thank you, and put the onesie on the baby. I remember him holding her in front of my fireplace, y'all, and I was so fucking angry. I was so fucking angry. I wanted to fight, but I said, no, Angie, this is what the fuck they want to do. They trying to fuck with you. They trying to make you bug up. They trying to make you snap. So I go back in the room and shit. He bring the little girl. He bring the baby back in the room. Leave the little girl with me going out chasing, going out, I guess, chasing his baby mama. They arguing, so he leave the baby with me. I'm looking like, but before then, his mama coming to downstairs though. Mind you, his mama stayed downstairs. So his mama coming to downstairs door. He's screaming to the down there to his mama like, yeah, this crazy ass girl dropped your granddaughter over here off in the snow. His mama like, oh yeah, hmm, oh yeah, and go in her house. I say all these I say all these MFers is weird up in here. You see what I'm saying? He leave the baby with me. He go out there fighting and argue with her. He come back. Now she did that a couple of more times where she rolled up in front of my house and dropped the baby off. She did this a couple of more times. Now the final straw that broke the camel's back that told her to stop doing that is one day he come in, he go in there and lay on the couch, somebody ride up blowing. I say, yeah, tonight this ain't finna happen. Tonight I instantly I already knew it was her. I knew it was her. I put my shoes on. He like, man, go back in there and lay down. No, I'm not finna go back in there and lay down. You cannot allow her to keep coming in front of our house acting a dang on fool like that, trying to embarrass and humiliate somebody. I'm finna go down here and see what's her problem. God, as soon as I go downstairs, she know everything about me. She gave me my whole life story to the point where I had to sit on my front steps and just listen because I wanted to see how much she knew about me. Oh, you don't got nowhere to go. Your mama and your daddy dead. That's why you stand here. You need him. Da 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 da. My neighbors, everybody coming on the porch like she must don't know Angie is crazy. Oh, Angie is crazy. She got the right one, but I wanted to physically see and hear what she said. The girl rolled up one way. Mind you, we everybody looking at her one way. She hit the block and leave. I started politicking with my neighbors. They like, she must, who is she? I say, I don't know, but she knew a lot about me. The girl ride back up looking another way. They like, man, what she want to go do? Put some makeup on? I say, yeah, she that much got low self-esteem. The chick rolled around the block, yo, and then made her face up in the car and came back. the chick then hit some blocks and went around the corner and put some, because they like, she ain't look like that at first. She just ain't look like that. Look, it was a whole big thing. I ain't gonna tell y'all what happened because I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's over with. I almost caught a case. The judge found me not in the wrong because she came to my house. You feel what I'm saying? She came to my house and I defended myself. But my whole thing is she knew a lot about me. So when all that was said and done, I'm like, how did this girl? I'm asking the narcissist. I'm like, how did this girl know everything about me? He like, man, he like, man, my little sisters, she hang with my little sisters. My little sisters told her all your business. First of all, your little sisters ain't told her all that stuff. You been laying up in the bed with this chick, pillow talking, period. Thank you for the gifts. You been laying up in the bed pillow talking with this girl all this time because ain't no way your little sister told her my whole life story. They don't even know my whole life story. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't even talk to your little sister. You know what I'm saying? So after that, it just got to the point where he came home. The girl, she sent me these paragraphs one night. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. The girl basically texts me in layman's terms. She said, "Your oldest son hates you. He's gonna take the house from you, and he's planning to take Samaje from you. Period." Those three statements. That's all I need to know. He had been pillow talking to this girl. What was the plan, and how was the plan was finna to get rid of me? She said, "My oldest son hates me. He finna take that house." And he finna try to take Samaje. If all three of them ain't been what I've been telling you I've been going through for the last 3 years, my name ain't Angie. So she gave me the game plan. When I text him what she told me, he came home. I say, he say, show me. Show me the text. I say, I don't got to show you anything. You know what you told that chick. You know what you been transpiring to do. You know what the plan was. And she told me your plan. You see what I'm saying? After that, I started looking at my oldest son. I started looking at my oldest son like, hey, how she know? You know what I'm saying? How she know how she know what's finna transpire. He immediately came home and that whole DV situation played out. I ended up getting the order of protection on him. He retaliated with a eviction because he owned the house, period. So I end up going to a DV shelter, on and on and on. Okay, we're here now. I started over. I moved here, got back on my feet. This is where we at now. Now, for us to be co-parenting through the app, now you talking about your daughter. First of all, let me tell you how is a lie with this text message talking about his daughter and asking about Samaje. How it is a lie is we have supervised visits. We have supervised visits, right? What y'all saying? Damn, you remind me of Rihanna a little bit. You actually look better. Thank you. So we have supervised visits for an hour on Friday. So the very first, and I'm not telling my business on here just to be telling my business. This is leading on what the lesson is for today. And if anybody out there has to co-parent with a narcissist, these are the tactics they will try to use to pull your ass back in, to hoover your ass back in, to suck your ass back in. The very first supervised visit with the narcissist, they already told this man, do not bring nobody to the supervised visit with you because they say people will be grimy and dirty and bring their girlfriend, bring their side chick, bring their wife, bring their baby mama. The supervised visit is for one parent to interact with the child and give the parent and the child time to get used to each other, get to knowing each other. So it shouldn't be nobody else involved. They told this man, do not bring nobody on. What he bring? Who he bring? The girl kids. That's his little girl with the chick, but that ain't his son. When he met her, she already had two or three kids. I want to say two, maybe three kids already when he met her. He now is playing. He didn't went to go get a ready-made family. He playing house with them. So he not only brought his daughter, he bought the other girl kids too. They sitting in the lobby. They're sitting in the lobby. The son, the girl's son, and my baby daddy daughter. Me and Samaje walked through the door. They got their head in the phone. Both the little boy and the little girl, they got their head in the phone like this. I get scared because I don't know if the fuck they filming us. I don't give a fuck. I don't know if they recording us because both of them got their head in the phone. They ain't looked up. They ain't said nothing. Samaje run in and run by the little girl. She look at Samaje like this because Samaje's trying to take her phone, trying to see what she looking on her phone. So she gets Samaje to look like this. The same little girl, the same little daughter now. He talking about someone to reach out to Samaje. She didn't say, hey, Samaje. Hey, little brother. Hey, give me a hug. Let me. She look at Samaje like she don't know who we are. She don't know. She know damn well who both of us are because in in the time that I'm moving out, he used to bring both of the kids downstairs to the mother house. They used to look out the window. They saw me and Samaje all the time going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So they then saw more of me and Samaje than I just saw them because they downstairs in his mama house looking out the window. You know what I'm saying? So for her to look at my son like this, she didn't say, "Oh, this is my brother. Oh, hey, somebody give me a hug." None of that because they don't know each other. They haven't been around each other since they were babies. You see what I'm saying? But she knows that's her brother. So she looking at Samaje like this. Samaje gone back there with his daddy for the supervised visit. The little girl instantly calls her mama, FaceTime her mama. Ma, what you doing? I jump up. I get up. The lady say, you want to go somewhere and get you some coffee? I say, yeah, I'm finna go to Starbucks to get me some coffee because for the little girl to call her mama on FaceTime, I don't know if she's trying to show her mama me or, do use access to the back camera. I don't know. I just don't know because I find it odd that you're calling your mother talking about what you doing and got the phone all up. The receptionist saw it. That's why the receptionist say, "Do you want to step out for me?" See, game peep game a little bit when I say that. That's how they played out. So the receptionist like, "You want to step out?" I say, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get me some coffee. I'll be back." So after that, after the visit's over, I called back up there. I said I didn't feel comfortable with him bringing that girl kids to the supervised visits. Mind you, Samaj 6, you haven't seen him, you haven't been present in his life. This is the time for you to get familiar with Samaj and bring. They said we didn't know who kids them was. They was just sitting in the lobby. We didn't know who children those was. She said, I'm gonna email him right now and make sure that he don't bring anybody to the visit because we stated that in the agreement that we signed for him not to bring nobody. She said, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I said, yeah, them kids know me and I know them kids. I know that's that girl kids. You see what I'm saying? That's weird to me. So she must have emailed him, da 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 da. He say he won't do it no more. Now we piggybacking on this text message. We just started texting through the app. I told you 2 weeks prior to that, he called me and I thought something wrong. And he said I won't be able to make to the supervised visit. I say, okay. Somebody in the background talking about nah 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 nah. Uh-huh. I don't know if that was his baby mama. I don't know if that was the little girl. But click, block, and delete because I don't know what y'all on. You don't even supposed to be contacting me. It's a non-contact order. You know, only time we supposed to really talk or text is about Samaj. So after that whole triangulation situation, I blocked his number. I should have been had it blocked, but I'm thinking that he, you know what I'm saying, understood that, I wasn't supposed to contact this girl. So after that initial, mishap, I texted him, I emailed him and said, we can talk and message through this app. So I sent him the parenting app. So through the parenting app, I'm just showing how many days and times. Mind you, I've been on the parenting app since October. So since October to now, it's got on there how many times he done missed a visit. So I guess when he eventually logged in and made an account on the parenting app, he say, for the days that I miss the visits with Samaje, can I FaceTime him? I say, yeah, sure, you can FaceTime him anytime on this app, through this app. This app has a feature where you can do video calls, voice memos, text messages through this app. I'm not finna block you because that's a problem to me. You can't act like a civilized adult. You want to triangulate with me with a third party. Have your chick right there in the background screaming and foaming at the mouth through through the phone trying to make me jealous or try to make herself be known that she's sitting right there. I don't have time for that. You can do all that through the parents. I let they ass see what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So when I got the text saying my daughter is asking about him, how your daughter asking about him and she saw him and she didn't give him a hug. She saw him and she did him like this because he has autism. He's nonverbal. So what you physically saying, it can never happen. How is he's gonna have a conversation? You see your son every Friday when you want to come. You know he's not capable of having a conversation with anybody. Are you saying that since I blocked you, is it okay for you to give your daughter my number so she can call me and leave me a voice message? That's what I'm trying. No, you can't give your daughter, your 5-year-old daughter, my number. No, I don't think that's appropriate. I said you and her can call through this app. You can leave a voice message through this app. You can do a video call through this app. Still no video call. Still no voice message. Just getting to the lesson. A narcissist will use you being empathetic. See, people will take your kindness as a weakness. I don't know if he's trying to use his daughter to pull on my heartstrings. I don't know if he thought back to me accepting his daughter and not, treating his daughter differently when he bought her home. Oh, well, I remember Angie did this. Angie took the baby in. Angie, I felt like that lady on motherfucking Cadillac Records. Don't remember that lady on Cadillac Records when her husband just kept bringing kids home. She was at home chilling, cooking and cleaning. Here her husband don't go bringing in outside children, but he only brought home one. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that lady went. But the way they did it, I had to look at that. They're trying to hurt me. They're trying to hurt me. They're trying to make me feel a certain type of way. They're trying to really hurt me. That's what was all acting crazy. I saw a video on TikTok where the girl had her baby in the car seat, pulled up to her baby daddy house, got out, put the car seat in front of the door, and knocked it on the door and ran. He broke out that house right behind her, Soon as she jumped in her truck, he began to bash the girl windows in. He say, "Do it again." Bam. Do it again. Bam. Every time it was a bam. Every time he said, "Do it again," he was bashing her car windows out. People in the comments was saying she's tired. She needs a break. Listen to me now. People in the comments were saying she's tired. She needs a break. He need to get that baby. First of all, I see what you're saying. You can be tired. You might need a break, but you need to get a break with dropping them off at your mama house, your sister house, your auntie house, your cousin house, the daycare. Because if that man don't want that baby, he might hurt you. You don't know if he laying up at the next chick house. You don't know if that's another girl house she riding up to dropping the baby off in front of this door. What type of mother does that? I don't give a fuck how much of a break you need. It's a way to do things. And look, soon as she made it back to her truck, he was right there begging. He said, "Do it again." Bah! Do it again. Bah! He said, "Do it again" about 4 times. That means 4 windows was broke. Everybody talking about she need a break. Well, she need to go to her side of the family and get a break because you don't know what he laying up with up in there. You don't know if that's his house. You don't know if that's the new baby mama house. You don't know if that's his wife's house. You just don't know what's going on. And everybody is not going to tolerate that. Everybody not having that. You pulling up to their door, dropping the baby off on they doorstep like that. I would. He looks so mentally unstable, running after the baby mama, busting. So where your baby gonna sit at now? Cause it's glass everywhere. Where is your baby gonna sit at now? Cause you just broke all the windows out. But I bet you one thing, she won't ride back over dude house dropping no babies off on the doorstep. And see, when I got tired, when I got good and sick and tired, I had to put my foot down too. You see what I'm saying? When I got good and tired of her doing that, half the time she was telling the friend to do it. The friend was doing it for her. Like, what the fuck? But see, that was all to get to me. Oh, he up in there with Angie and they up in that house. I'm finna drop my baby off. Man, no problem because that was an honor to me. I'm unbeknownst to what y'all trying to portray or try to get, make me mad. That's an honor to me because let me tell you something. My son got autism, ADHD, nonverbal. I don't give a fuck how tired I get. I don't give a hell how tired, stressed out I get. I bet you I will never take my son and ride back to the house where I used to live at. I used to live at a house that I picked out the paint, a house where I picked out the cabinets, a house where my belong is still in there, a house where my dead mama and daddy belong is still in the basement. I bet y'all won't get tired to the point where go and drop my son off at that same house, a house where I lived out for over well over 13, 14 years. All the neighbors know me. Everybody on that block know me. I bet you I would never get tired to the point where I'm gonna pack my son up in my car and say, you know what, I'm tired of you, Samaj. I need a break. You think I'm gonna take my son over there and my son off? And my son know that house. He lived in that house. He was born in that house. He lived in that house for 4 years. He was born there. So he know the house all too well. Do you think I would get tired and take my son and knock on the door and ring the doorbell? And when my baby daddy come downstairs, I'm gonna be like, I'm tired, get your son. Hell no. And I got the right to. If don't nobody got the right to be tired, I have the right to be tired. But will I do it? Hell no. Because you know what's gonna end up happening in my case? Do you know if I ever get sick and tired? I'm gonna see if anybody know the answer to this when you dealing with a narcissist. When I choose to get sick and tired and choose to say, Angie, need a break. I'm overworked, overstimulated, I need help. I'm gonna see if anybody know what'll happen if I choose to drop my son off on his daddy doorstep where I used to live at. And it ain't nothing that I'm dwelling on. It ain't nothing that I can't get past. I'm telling you this for a reason to teach y'all, to wake y'all up, to prevent what's going to happen and what they tricking you into doing won't happen. Do you know what it happened? If I say I need a break, I want to go to the club, I want to go out of town. If I drop Samaj off and say I need a vacation, do you know what happened? I ain't gonna be able to get them back. They gonna keep them. They gonna say now you take us to court and get Samaj back. You dropped him off. You said you needed a break. You can't take care of my son. You having mental issues. Yeah, this is the fucking game a narcissist play with you. Hello? No matter how tired you get, baby, keep going on. You pray. See, this is how they try to set you up and condition you to think back on what to do, how to get out that situation. If I get tired and I ride up, or if I have a friend and say drop somebody on the doorstop and ring, I won't be able to get my son back. A couple of days I come back. What's gonna stop them from not giving my son back? They want him anyway. They gonna take me. They gonna say, Angie, take me to court. I'm not giving you your son back. You should never brought him over here. They can say this bitch going. I don't even want my son with her. She just dropped my son off. Yeah, and then we in front. We back in front of the same old tired ass judge. She's like, we back in front of the same tired ass biased judge that I had to get a lawyer to get a lawyer to fight to keep my son, to get sole custody of my son. They gonna send it back to the same family court, to the same judge. We gonna be back in front of the judge, and you know what? That's when the judge gonna put her gavel down. Oh, y'all back in here, the girl with the red hair. What's going on? She got a personal vendetta against me. The GAL got a personal vendetta against me. They waiting. They anticipate. She gonna be like, "What y'all doing here?" He gonna say, "She dropped Samaj." She gonna say, "Oh, uh, yeah, yeah, yeah." That's when the judge gonna inflict some more pain on me. Well, I'm just looking at the facts. Maybe you can't handle Samaj. Maybe maybe you things are getting a little bit too hectic. Maybe you need to give yourself a break. I'm telling y'all this for a reason. I'm telling y'all if y'all go through this, don't never in your motherfucking life drop your child off at nobody's doorstep like a maniac. They can use that against you and basically take your child and don't give them back. You gonna be fighting. You gonna be in court fighting to get your child back because you needed a break. Really, you didn't want no break. You was trying to rub it in the new chick face, come to the new chick house and inflict some pain on her and try to make her feel some type of way. Never do that. You'll be in court fighting for your child again. He'll love to drag me back in front of the same judge and say, Judge, can you give me my son this time? Can I keep him? Because she looks like an unstable person, Judge, to me. She rolled up like a bat out of hell. And I'll be trying to say, well, I used to live in that house where everybody on the block know me. It won't all it won't matter. I look like a fucking lunatic riding up, leaving my autistic child out there, and he ain't been to that house in 3 or 4 years, maybe 3 years. I look like a lunatic. So I fought for the rights. I had to have custody for my child, but now I need a break. No, you better look for outside. You better build yourself a village. Build your own self a village. If you don't have them, if you don't have a mama, if you don't have a daddy, if you don't have a family, build your own village by yourself. It's people out here that would love to help you, welcome you with open arms. That's why I start rubbing elbows with a lot of prominent people. My son get the best of care. Whatever he needs, he wants. And that way, by any means necessary, he's gonna get it. You even know her. You even know who. My sister was abandoned by her mother. That is called abandonment. Who said it? Shout out to uh that damn author. That damn author. My sister was abandoned by her mother. A lot of us was abandoned by their mother. A lot of uh people was left with their grandmother. A lot of people who have a lot of kids, women, they feel overwhelmed. Back then, it took a village to raise a child. Listen to me. Say if I had 5 or 6 kids and I just felt like I didn't want to be a mother anymore. I wanted to be out in the street. I looked too damn good to be sitting in the house, cooking and cleaning and taking care of my kids. I had a mom that didn't care. Some women drop their kids off to their grandmother. The grandmother have 5 and 6 and 8 kids in the house. Some fathers say, well, you know what? I had a baby by a chick that had 5 kids. I don't got nothing to do with that, but that's my little boy. I'm going to get him. That's my little girl. I'm going to get him. And the grandmother, she got a house full of kids. The daddy come to her and say, I think I want my daughter. I want to give her a better life. The grandma don't have no chance. The grandma don't have no choice but to say, you know what, get your daughter. 'Cause you her daddy. I'm dealing with 8, 9 kids. My daughter out there running the streets. She doing drugs. She drinking. She out there on the street, on the pole. The grandma don't have no choice but to say, you know what? My daughter had one child by this man. That man want to do right by his child. I'm gonna give her or him to his father. It's a lot of situations in the world like that. There's a lot of situations in the world like that. This is a lesson. It's just the way the world works. And the grandma say, you know what? Go on, take him. Go on, take her. You ain't gotta take me to court. We ain't gotta go to family court. You ain't gotta file sole full custody. I'm giving you custody. By you being the father, I don't need to give you them. You know what I'm saying? No clothes. I know she gonna be well taken care of. You gonna buy her new belongings. You gonna give her a home. That's called abandonment. You hit the nail right on the head on the head. If I choose to pack my son up and go drive to his daddy house, I can imagine the look on my son's face if he turned around and I sat him on the porch and he turned around and I'm right. That would break my heart. That would break my soul. But even if I think it's some hours, even if I think it's a day or two. But the way me and my son relationship, imagine him turning around and like, what the hell is where am I at? Even though he grew up in that house. But unbeknownst to him, he'll be looking at me because he know that's the last time he gonna see me. And those are some kids' last vision of their mother and their father, them getting dropped off. That's abandonment. No ifs, ands, buts about it. That's some kids' trauma. That holds a lot of trauma in a lot of kids' heart, being abandoned, seeing their mother ride off and never seeing them again because they only understand that part. They don't understand the court battles, the going to court, they daddy going to court, the mom going to court. They would love for me to drop Samaje off and say, up, we've been waiting on this bitch. You think you perfect. You think you got it all together. We knew one day you was gonna get tired. We knew one day you was gonna get fed up. We know one day you was gonna get jealous. One day you was gonna come back and see who I got at my house if I moved on with my life, and you was gonna try to make yourself known again, put on the show because you're a clown. They probably shocked in a mug that I have left and never looked back. Left and they ain't even asked what's going on with their house. Left and don't even talk to no neighbors over there to even want to know what's going on in their house. Left and never even rolled past. Left and go to the city once a week and wouldn't care to get off the highway just to ride past. Left and never looked back. So they probably looking like, damn, is Angie human? Cause ain't no way she just accepted her living in the house for 14, 15 years and was okay with it. She got something up her sleeve. No, I don't. I know what y'all got up y'all sleeve. I would not get my son back if I even choose to be tired, if I choose to want a break, if I choose to even for him to see his daddy outside of the boundaries we have established in court. Yeah, I ride back up like, yeah, I got it out of my system. Yeah, I had fun. I went to the club Friday night and Saturday night. It's Sunday night. He got to go to school tomorrow. I just come back to get some idea. He'll be like, oh, it ain't that easy, Angie. Oh, this poor little thing. She think it's that easy. She think I'm finna just hand her over some idea back. No, see, narcissists do everything strategically. They got a plan. Never trust them. Never trust them. Never. See, they know giving is my greatest asset. I'm just a giver. I'm just a helper. You see what I'm saying? They will use that against you. See, I'm an empath. Empath is my greatest asset. That means I feel deeply. I feel what you feel. Just like when she brought the baby over there. Don't you think he schooled that chick? He been pillow talking with her. Angie an empath. Just bring her over there. But we got to do it well. Angie is going to be compelled to have no other choice but to accept my daughter. So that's why they made the dramatic ass interest of leaving the baby in the snow. Because at the same time, I was shocked and I was stunned. I felt sorry for the baby. I was like, what the fuck? She just dropped her daughter off in the snow? See, they knew I was an empath because he schooled her. Angie ain't gonna get mad. Angie ain't gonna hurt that baby. Angie love kids. It's okay. They been wanting to introduce me. They been wanting to introduce me to the little girl since she was born. They want to rub it in my face. They thought I was gonna get. you know, act crazy and throw him out the house too. 'Cause I could have said, y'all gotta go. You gotta go. Take your daughter and go, you know? But he had already schooled the chick by pillow talking with her. Angie is an empath. She gonna accept my daughter, with open arms. Whatever my daughter need. You think he in school that chick? Because ain't no way that you gonna drop your baby off to a girl house you don't even know. So he had to reassure her, Angie is not like that. She is not gonna do nothing with it to our daughter. She believe in God. He brought the daughter up there to me, opposed to taking the daughter down to his grandma. I mean, to his mama. His mama stayed downstairs. So that's telling you something because he could have got the baby out the snow and went and crept down to his mama house and said, you know what, this chick acting stupid, ma. Uh, keep the baby down here, and I'm come down here and check on the baby. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep this hit. Come on, hello. Yeah, he could have took the baby down to his mama house, but see, he didn't want to, and then he wanted to make his mama feel. See, he wanted to make his mama feel some type of way too, cause the mama probably thinking like, damn, I'm the grandma. Why you ain't bring the baby down here? He's screaming down there to the mama. This stupid ass girl dropped the baby off in the snow. I'm like, why are you screaming? Why you just don't take the baby down there to see your mama? Like y'all weird. Like that's how you know I was in the motherfucking twilight zone. I tell y'all half of the stuff that I went through. A person of my caliber would be in an asylum, and it goes on and on. It's not. It don't stop just because we're co-parenting through an act. Could you see the stunts he pulling? Talking about his daughter want to leave somebody a voice message. Why y'all just can't call her through the app? See, a narcissist and everybody done watched you. They know your strengths. They know your weaknesses. They know I'm an empath. They know I'm an empathetic person. They know I wouldn't do no crazy shit like that. A narcissist, they watch you like an animal stalks its prey. They know your strengths. They know your weaknesses. And anybody that watch me, they know I'm a giver. That's why I don't care about giving because you don't know. It can be somebody in arm's length around you that don't have nobody, don't have no grandkids, don't have no sisters and brothers. They need help, the slightest bit of help. Baby, I put that food out there Saturday night. Sunday, their box was empty. I was carrying that box downstairs to the dumpster. It could be people that's next door, downstairs, around the corner that be lonely, lonely than a bitch, and you don't know it. It doesn't hurt for you to do one act of kindness that will change somebody's heart, that will change and let them know that you got somebody. Even though I'm anonymous, I ain't write my name all on the box, saying yeah, it came from Angie on such and such floor, apartment such and such. They can pretty much tell straight up who did it. That's that girl with that baby. She real patient. It couldn't be me. I done had people tell me that all the time. Angie, I don't know how you do it. I would have been gave up the rights to him. I can't. That's my son. No matter how hard it get, that is my son. That is my son. How are you? I'm doing good. I can see you. Hey, William. How much snow did you get this year? We got one big snowstorm. One big snowstorm. I think it was in December, January. No, it was in January. But baby, it's 70 degrees. You see, I got my air conditioner on. The air is on. It's 70 degrees here now. 70. Yesterday it was 65. Baby, I got my air conditioner on. It's nice as fuck. It's nice, nice. I had turned my air conditioner on yesterday. I slept with it on last night and it's still on. It is super nice here. So it's about 65, 70 degrees here every day now. But it was one big snowstorm. It had to be in January. Narcissists know I will go up and above to give and to have peace. I just want peace. They know that about you. They know that you're not all about the drama, you're not all about the chaos. You would just go up and above to have peaceful. Listen, if that girl want to drop her baby off in the snow, I'm still gonna sit up and have peace. Don't bring that shit to my house, man. Whatever, whatever. The baby need a shirt, baby needs some milk. I need my peace. I ain't for that drama. See, they thought they was gonna start some drama. I was gonna get all mad, heated, leave, pack my shit. No. I ended up eventually leaving, but not the way that they planned. You see what I'm saying? I try to see the best in other people. Sometimes that can be a mistake with empaths, where you always try to see the best in people. I don't never look, I just be ignoring red flags like a mug. But see, that old Angie, that predictable Angie, I'm telling you how a narcissist would try to catch you up based on your relationship and when you was in a relationship with them. And off the characteristics is as them knowing you inside out, that's the same way they will double back and hoover you in based off your old characteristics. You gotta think. You gotta say, what would the old Angie do? See, this was what the old Angie would have did. That's what they depending on you to do to be the old Angie so they can fucking trap your ass into a situation you don't want to be in. Narcissists don't never trust them. They are always strategic. They always they always scheme and plots and let it play out. But see, if you change your mind thinking and start pondering on the things that they're trying to entrap you about, triangle you about, and just get you caught up in some drama, you will be a better person because they're dependent on you being that old same person. I am the old same person, but I recognize the red flags and I'm not going that route with you. I see the plot. I see it. I'm not going there with you. Don't try to use your daughter to pull on my heartstrings. Don't use your daughter to try to get no empath because remember I saw your daughter in real time and how she looked at my son in disgust. Kids are cruel. And when they first see everybody is the same. When they first see something and when they first hear something, for the first 5 seconds, they gonna show their true emotions. How I told you, she looked at my son. Kids are cruel. If they see somebody with a disability, if they see somebody, the R word, if they see somebody disabled, kids is just gonna be like, what is wrong with that child? They know they're children. They know right off the bat when a child is not normal. So for that 5 seconds, I saw her look at my child. She didn't look past his disability. She looked like, and that's what I'ma always get. I'ma always be scared to death because you don't know if they'll try to hurt him. You don't know if he's grooming them, sitting up pillow talking like he was doing with the baby mama, sitting up talking to the daughter. Oh, my son can't do this. Oh, my son can't do that. All this, all that. See, he's grooming, potentially grooming them kids to let it know, let it be known, let it be known. These are true emotions. Yeah. God bless y'all. Thank you. God bless you and your family as well. You don't know if he's sitting up grooming his kids and letting them know, giving them the game. Oh, Samaje don't know when this going on. Oh, Samaje not aware. if somebody can do something to Samaje and he can't talk to, so that's being embedded in kids' mind. Oh, we can't wait to get around Samaje. Our daddy say he don't know what's going on. We can break up some shit. We can tear some shit up around Samaje, and then when they come in the room, who did it? Samaje. Come here, Samaje. I'm finna whoop you. You see how you a grown kids? Hello. You see how you a grown kids, and they'll be waiting, acting like they waiting for Samaje with open arms, knowing dang on well his daddy done dissed him a million times in front of another woman kids. Now if he taking care of that girl's son, he really think my baby daddy his daddy. He taking care of another woman's son. The son really think my baby daddy his daddy. And here come his real son, Samaje. Oh, I gotta get you out the way. And don't tell me kids are evil. Kids are can be evil. That's where bullies come in at. Kids can be brutal. No, y'all not finna put my son in no situation to get blamed for nothing, to get hurt, to get killed. None of that fuck shit because trust best believe he didn't say it a million times in front of them other kids. Samaje's strengths and his witness and he can't play out, whatever he can't play out, cause he know it's a no contact order. He better not do nothing to Samaje. Whatever the daddy can't play out, he didn't groom them kids to do his dirty work for you. Narcissists are demons. They are devils. Don't trust them. And I'm putting it out on video. I might have to go back to this video and say, do you see I said on such and such date this was going to happen? Didn't you see on such and such date I said them kids was going to do something to my son? He grooming their ass that way. He using them. That little girl don't give a fuck about Samaj. She don't want to share her daddy with nobody, just like I didn't want to share him. He spoiled me to motherfucking death. He gave me anything I wanted. Do you think I wanted to share him? No, but I had to accept his daughter. So she thinking the same thing. I ain't trying to share my daddy. Oh, that's my daddy. The little boy ain't even his daddy. You think he'll be willing to share? Baby, hell no. They'll do some shit, destroy some shit, break some shit, hurt Samaje, and say Samaje did it to himself. Oh, Samaje did that, but see, Samaje been safe with me out of harm's way for 6 years. Ain't nothing happened to him with me. He'd been to two different schools. Ain't none of that happened to him in the school. But see, he get around somebody else kids, they'll do something and blame Samaje. Then Samaje got to get beat. Then Samaje got to get yelled at because see, they really be in school right now. They really be in school right now. Oh, didn't our daddy say Samaje can't feel pain? Oh, then our daddy say Samaje don't know he's special needs. Yeah, man, get the fuck out of here. Man, get the fuck out of here. They love torturing people with two baby mamas. You gotta merge them kids. Would have told them you blessed with two moms. I'm not saying. See, now you, now you trying to twist and turn what I'm saying into something else. I'm not saying that we can't merge kids. I accepted his daughter with no ifs, ands, buts about it. I don't have a problem with him being around his sister. If she saw Samaje in the first 5 seconds, she saw him and she knew that was his brother, and she looked at my baby like you retard. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that because she showed instantly as a 5-year-old girl something wrong with you. She didn't open her hands with open arms. Like, yeah, I know something wrong with my little brother. My daddy didn't tell me, but still, this my little brother. I'm gonna take care of him. This my big brother. I'm gonna take care of him. She looked at him like that 5 seconds told it all. I'm not saying don't merge a child, but I'm telling you when it comes to a narcissist and him grooming up the kids that's not his, don't be too quick to have your child around somebody that you know their true intentions of. Don't be don't be true to don't be true to just up and give your kids and they know that you know they trying to burn you on a stake. Don't be too true to believe that if somebody is trying to hurt you and take everything from you and you to have found a peace of mind and start over, don't be so quick to say they got my best intentions. Don't be so quick to say, oh, they just want the best for Samaj when they didn't show me for the past 7 years otherwise. I don't have a problem with him being around his sister. Why can't he call me through the app? That's all I'm saying. Why would he choose to say my daughter want to call you and leave you a voicemail? I'm not agreeing with your 5-year old daughter having my number. That might cause some discrepancy between the daughter and the mama. How you know it's you gotta think about what you're saying. Just like I accepted the little girl, I don't have a problem with him being around his daughter, but I do have a problem with the narcissist. They're demons. They're demons, and you don't trust them. That's all I'm saying. And if anybody hear what I'm saying and understand what I'm saying, they would know what I'm saying is correct. No, I don't have any pets. I will never have any pets. My son is 6. He has special needs. He's nonverbal. So with that saying, I have to be his protector. You just can't send your child with anybody willy nilly, even if it's his father. He'll be around his father and some more kids that's not his. And I've been gone for 6 years, so they believe that that's their father now. And here come his real son. Ki- Kids be jealous. Kids be jealous. Anyway, back to this lesson. With that being said, I make myself an easy target. A, a empath will always be a easy target. See what I'm saying? Booyah. 3, an empath always be a easy target to the narcissist. Excuse me. Because they think they know you. They think they know how to trick you up. They know how to get you. They know how to let their little plan, their little ploy play out. Oh, I know how to get this. I know how to get her. Pull on her heartstrings and tell Angie, my kids want to talk to each other. You're telling me something I saw in real time with my eyes and saw the expression on the little girl's face. She don't you think she knew what she was on her way to when he said, well, I got to take y'all to the supervised visit with Samaje? You think they were just in the car not knowing where they going and they did it, then pulled up to the supervised visit and said, sit right here? No, he explained to them, I got to go to see Samaje. Y'all got to go with me. Y'all finna see Samaje too. But when they got there, the tables was turned and the lady told him, you can't bring them kids back there with Samaje. Hello. So if she really wanted the love and was happy to see her brother. She said, "Okay, I'm finna sit here and wait for somebody to come through the door. I'm a hug. I'm at least I get to see my big brother. I'm a hug him then." Instead of her getting up and hugging somebody, she did this to him. What y'all don't understand? Jesus Christ. I think y'all understand. I think y'all understand. Y'all just trying to be combative with me and just trying to make me, keep going back and forth with you. But we gonna stick to this lesson, and I'm gonna get up off of here because this is my story. This is my testimony, and a lot of people might be going through this. Me having pets don't have nothing to do you see any pets around here? I don't have a dog. I don't have a cat in here. I wouldn't have a dog. I wouldn't have a cat. What does that have to do? You know what? I make myself a easy target for narcissists. You see how y'all try to get me all off topic because y'all potentially know what I'm doing is giving game. Y'all know I'm helping somebody. If I help one person, they have to go co-parent with a narcissist and telling them what to do and what not to do and what red flags and listen to your heart. Kill off the old Angie because they looking for you to be a predictable person like you were in the past. That's how you got messed up in the situation you was in by letting them watch you like an animal stalks its prey to formulate a plan and a trap and dig yourself in a ditch. Y'all don't like that. And a lot of comments I see y'all trying to get me saying stuff out the side of your neck, throwing curveballs. Baby, it ain't gonna work. Cause when I get sick and tired, I can cut the chat off. You heard what I'm saying? But I'm not. I just want to use that as a reference. That every time I say something valid, I look at the chat and it be something that don't have nothing to do with this topic. Narcissist and co-parenting with a narcissist and how narcissists spot empaths and they think that's an easy kill. The more you overlook red flags, you're an easy target. You see how he sent me that text and it'll pull on my heartstrings and I'll think, well, Angie, you are an empath. You feel sorry. Let your guard down. That's making me an easy target by not reading more into it and say, you never trust them. Do you understand you never can trust a narcissist again once their mask has slipped? They will always be out to get you. You cause them a narcissistic injury, they want they lick back. They all about winning. They all about tit for tat. They all about an eye for an eye. And once you understand it, or maybe some of you guys are narcissists, so you get it. You get it wholeheartedly. You get it. Narcissists think it's an eye for an eye. Oh, she won custody, but I'm gonna get her. She gonna slip up. I'm formulating plans now. I got help. I'm gonna use the kids now. That little trick triangulating me 2 weeks ago with the phone, with on the phone with his baby mama. That didn't strike up no secret competition between the two. Oh, Angie. See, that didn't work with him. The side chick screaming in the background of the phone. That didn't strike up no secret competition. That didn't strike up no jealousy. Now he using his daughter as bait because he thinking about me, somebody that love kids and being empathetic. See, now he using the little girl. But how could you use the little girl? And I saw the little girl interact with my son at the supervised visits place. She wasn't too happy to see him. I felt uncomfortable. Okay, narcissist plays games with the victim. They play games with the empath. Narcissists love an empath. They can spot them. They can spot them from a mile away. They can tell how you walk. They can tell how you talk. If they strike up a conversation, if a narcissist strike up a conversation with the empath, they can tell you how you. They can tell by how you answer questions, by certain little things you say. If you're an empath or not, they can tell if they like you or you like them. Narcissists can spot an empath a mile away. How you walk, how you talk, how you hold your head down, how you answer certain questions, how you treat your children, how you dress, how your kids dress. That's why certain women be like, I always meet the same type of men. Why is it? Because they spot you from a mile away. It's nothing that you're doing, baby. It's not you, it's them. If you start learning and schooling yourself on these certain type of men, if you look at the patterns and sit down and write in your playbook the plays they trying to execute you, and the next man that you meet and you go to your playbook, you say, oh, that's all so too familiar for me. I was with a red flag. But see, some people, some women, they choose to ignore them red flags. Oh, I know. He act just like Johnny, but I'm gonna give him a chance 'cause I need a man. I'm desperate for. See, you ignoring the red flags. They know you was 'cause they know you're an empath. They know you gonna try to fix them. They know you nice. Jesus Christ, y'all trying to argue with me about something that I know is true that I went through. You got to hold these people accountable. They have to take accountability. Hold these people accountable. And the way you do this is you don't feed into the BS. You don't fall for the trickery. They try to get off scot clean, and you're not holding them accountable for their actions. Hold them accountable for their actions. You got to stand up for yourself. You don't got to curse them out. You don't got to, you know what I'm saying, try to get your lick back. You don't got to do an eye for an eye because narcissists believe an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. You give them another chance if you want to. They gonna polish you off. They gonna polish you off. What they was trying to do in the beginning, it's gonna be 100,000 times worse. And if anybody out there know what I'm talking about, they know I ain't lying. You take a narcissist back, baby, back. You think it's gonna get better? It would never get no better. They don't change. They are devils. They are demons. They need help. It's something that's not ticking. What's not clicking, Steven? Something in their head is not right. It's a mental problem. And once people understand that and stop trying to argue with me, so I can stop and try to defend myself from my story that I'm telling, y'all will be a better person because I'm not going to stop. I'm not. This all from experience, not hearsay. This all from experience. This is my testimony. And if it can help one person in the world, a lot of women has been killed picking up and dropping off their child to a narcissist. Trying to give a narcissist another chance by not getting the police involved, by not doing this, by not doing stuff to protect themselves. They use guilt. Narcissists use guilt, guilt trip you. The daughter stuff, that's guilt to make me feel guilty. Oh man, and you know my daughter, that's guilt. Want me to think back, dig up and dredge up the story I just told y'all about how I met the little girl and remember you open your arms for my daughter with open arms. Oh, you remember that little girl? Oh, well, now she's all grown up. She wants a relationship with Samaj, and I'm supposed to say, oh, for real? Remind you I saw her facial expression. It'd be different. They would have got me if I didn't see that 5 second facial expression. Her look at my baby like, the fuck wrong with him? I don't want my child around nobody that's gonna look at him different, abnormal. I want people to treat my son as normal as possible, and especially if that's supposed to be your blood. So you telling me I'm supposed to let my child around somebody that I already know their true intentions? That been grown. He grown my oldest son to hate me. If he groomed my oldest son to hate me, come on, listen to what the hell y'all talking about. If he grown my oldest son to hate me, what do you think he will groom these two kids that's on Samaj level to do? If he groomed his oldest son to hate his mother, they grown kids. Best believe it. They used guilt. Now you're trying to guilt trip me, talking about your daughter, and your daughter want to have a relationship with Samaje, and probably be coaching her. Probably be coaching her. Yeah, he'll be coaching her. What to say to him? He can't talk. He's in speech. So virtually, what do they have in common? They can play. They can be around each other. But I want you to watch my son closely. I don't ever want you to put your guard down. I don't know what happened. You have to watch my son. You just can't say, "Oh, that's his little sister. Let them go ahead play. I'm gonna let them play in the room." It can never be that. It can never be that easy. Just like I'm his mother, and I take him to David Buster's, Chuck E. Cheese, Sky Bar, or whatever. I have to always watch my kid around other children his age. You forever, even in the classroom, he needs a seeker. It's gonna be that way for life. You can never just let a child like mine say, "Oh, there's some kin. Let them have some time." It cannot never work that way. It can never work that way. He has special needs. He's always gonna need to be watched. You can never let your guard down with kids like that. He might haul off and slap the shit out that little girl because autism kids, yeah, yeah. She might want to defend herself, but to keep from that happening, you have to watch them. You won't understand it if you don't have a child with autism. It's a video on TikTok where the lady had a pen in her hand and her son with autism was beating a dog mess out of her. She was an empath. You see, she didn't swing that skillet one time. She just stood there holding the skillet and he was beating the life out of her. But see, the next person one won't have no restraint. The next person will be like, oh, baby, you had the skillet in your hand and you didn't use it. The next person is not going to be so nice and so kind to your special needs child. And you still not hearing what I'm saying, are you? I know. You're probably a narcissist. Last few sentences and I'm going to log off because it's 11. Yeah, I got to go somewhere. They use the fact that you don't want to hurt others. Narcissists will use the fact that you don't want to hurt others against you. So him saying Angie an empath, she don't want to hurt my daughter's feelings. She don't want to be the bad guy. We can get her. We can pull on her heartstrings. She gonna be an empathetic person. She gonna be a kind person. She gonna be with it. She with it. We can get her. See, in the past, I may have been with it and I ain't had my guards down. I'm gonna be with it because they're siblings. But if anything happen, I'm holding you accountable because I'm calling it out. I'm laying the law down and saying, man, this is how I feel. It's finna play out. So if anything do happen, I'm holding you accountable because I felt it and I saw it before it happened. So if it do happen, he's the blame. He knew that was gonna happen. He wanted it to happen. He wanted to hurt me. Eye for an eye. I embarrassed him. I humiliated him. He thought he was finna drag me through court and take my son from me. I ended up getting sole custody. He thought I was gonna be weak and drop him off on the step so he can take me to court and say, "No, you ain't getting Samaje back. Anything happen, I'm holding all y'all accountable because I already see who y'all are." Narcissists grown their kids. They grew up to be narcissistic. I'm the only one that had the strength to try to stop the generational curse. I'm stopping the generational curse because if I would have stuck, been there, and been accepting it, he would have started showing the characteristics of his daddy. He would have been seeing me get my head beat in between the washer and dryer and grew up in mistreated women too. If I stopped it and got him out that situation and showed him what a loving, caring household you can be in, now when he go around now, he gonna be looking at them like they're the circus freaks. They might be looking at him because he got a disability like he a circus freak, but he gonna feel that energy. He gonna feel like, oh, this energy ain't right. Something ain't right. And when he do, and if something happen, I'm gonna pray to God that he's divinely protected if he ever have to go around these people. But I'm holding their ass accountable if anything ever go wrong, because they got a personal vendetta against me because I done caused all them a narcissistic injury by picking myself up, dusting myself off, by moving on and staying gone. Remember, they narcissists are banking on you don't want to be cruel. Remember Bobby saying, don't be cruel, 'cause I would never be. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Narcissists are banking on the fact that you're not gonna be a cruel person. Angie is not gonna be a cruel person. She gonna be with it. All I gotta do is mention this little girl. And yeah, they banking on the fact that you ain't gonna be cruel. I'm not gonna be cruel, but I see the plot. They play they play on your kindness. A narcissist head got it in their head. I'm gonna take her kindness for a weakness. Narcissists take your kindness for a weakness. They look at you. They know you're a kind and empathetic, sympathetic person. That's how they trip you up by plotting on you not being cruel, want to be people pleasers, and want to help everybody. They banking on all your characteristics as an empath. And if they have to go through the line and say, oh, we can get her like this. Oh, maybe we can get her like this. They go down the check line till they get to the right characteristic, how to pull and suck and hoover. They try to hoover and suck your ass back in the drama. Don't let them. They take your kindness for a weakness. That was the last one. I'm out here speaking to the people that's woke and waking up. This is my testimony. I don't want to dwell on it, but I feel like everything occurred I don't feel like I should ponder over it and overthink it. I'm going to come up with the answer. And when I come up with the answer, I'm going to relay it to you guys because you never know if somebody else is walking in my shoes and they want to make your ass feel isolated. They want you to continue to walk on eggshells, overthink stuff, and just go with your own emotions because they think they know you. They think they know you. You got to switch the game up. You got to kill off that old person. You can still be kind. I'm still kind. I'm still a nice person. But when it comes to them people, the narcissist, that's the only way they can get you because they banking on you to do the same things you did in the past. They looking for you to be predictable. You can have the lights and a little bit of dark too. We on the road to 3K. So if you will subscribe to my channel at 3K, we're gonna go do something big. When I say we're gonna go do something big, I'm not gonna tell you, but subscribe. We're trying to get to 3K, and baby, I promise you, when I get to 3K, I'm gonna take y'all along with me and show you what I got planned when I hit 3K subscribers. And always remember to do right and kill everything.